Ladies and gentlemen, let's Red Gaming Tech.com video. Let us discuss Star Wars 1313, and we have most distressing news. Indeed, it has been confirmed that the trademark has been abandoned by Disney. So I'm sure many of you are aware of the basics of the development and the news that have surrounded the game. Pretty much, it was in development by LucasArts, and then, of course, Disney acquired Lucas, the Star Wars license, and pretty much everything else, and then Disney pretty much gutted the LucasArts studios. At the time, we as gamers were like, it's okay, it's okay. It was pretty far along in development. I'm sure they've not destroyed it. They're probably just figuring what team to give it to next. It's okay. That was called bargaining. Then we heard that Disney had given it to Electronic Arts. Now we come with denial. I'm sure it's got to be fine, right? But reality of the matter is, no. Apparently, the trademark has expired just prior to Christmas, and therefore, the US Patent and Trademark Office now lists Star Wars 1313 as, I quote, abandoned because no statement of use or extension request timely filed after notice of allowance was issued. So, does that mean we have any hope whatsoever? Well, probably not. Theoretically, they still have the assets for the game. You know, it's unless they've deleted them for whatever stupid reason. But assuming they haven't, they've still got the assets for the game, and they could decide, you know what, in a year's time, let's just remake it with the next generation in mind. We're going to do a 180. It could be called Star Wars 1414 for all we know. But likelihood is that this is probably not going to be the case. And I don't blame Electronic Arts, that's the thing, because I'm sure some are already doing that, but reality of the matter is that Disney were the ones who had the decision to nuke Star Wars 1313. Electronic Arts already working on Star Wars Battlefront, the sequel, of course, which is going to be available some point in 2015. And in addition to that, IGN managed to show off some footage, a 15-minute demo, along with get some more information on the storyline. And I think for many in the Star Wars fan base, they're going to be most distressed because, of course, we know that the title was revolving around Boba Fett. So, the bounty hunter does not get any love at all. So once again, just to reiterate, it's not 100% death. It's possible they might resurrect it, but honestly speaking, it's very unlikely. Regardless, as a huge Star Wars fan myself, well, I say huge, I'm one of those people who really want to get into Star Wars, but I've watched the films, I've played some of the games, like, you know, for example, Knights of the Republic, Knights of the Republic 2, and I actually want some advice, guys, and this is a serious point for a moment. If someone would go to facebook.com/RedGamingTech, which is currently the best way to get hold of us, I would really like, the link, by the way, is in the video description. Please, for the love of all that is holy, recommend a couple of Star Wars books, if you know any. I'm actually really wanted to start reading them, specifically regarding, like, the Sith. I've read one of the Darth Bane books, but I want more, and I'm trying to get a good understanding, specifically around Emperor Palpatine, maybe some Darth Revan and Darth Malak. And also, while we're at it, I've heard rumours regarding the Empire, and I would like if anyone could give me some source on this, because I heard rumours when I was discussing this with someone a while back. Someone said that the reason the Empire were doing everything they were, other than the fact that they wanted to call it, occupy the galaxy. I don't know how rubbish this is, because I found a couple of references, but I can't find enough, and because the person didn't tell me the period, and I don't know enough about it, I couldn't find enough to know whether how true this is. But I've heard references that basically, they were ready to fight like a huge war. They were getting ready to fight like another threat that was outside the galaxy. but I kind of didn't want to read too much about that because I was like, oh god, spoilers, 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 and so I just wanted to know, you know, simple answer, is that true or false? Completely off topic, I've got this as an article on the website as well. You can click on that and there are links which go to the IGN thing. I've also created an amusing quote on the website just for the sake of it, and I've also got a link to the US Patent Office. Anyway, I'm going to get going because I've managed to burn my mouth to Hades simply because of far, far, far too much ginger in soup. So I'm going to get going. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon. Take care and bye for now.